Okay, today we're going to talk about adding polynomials. And adding polynomials is just adding together the like terms. You can use what's called a vertical method or a horizontal. I'm going to show you both ways today. There's one that I prefer, but you can do it however you want. So let's look at example number 1. Okay, the horizontal method is essentially where you just kind of you start with the highest exponent. So I'm going to start over here. I have 3x to the third. Do I have any x to the thirds in my other polynomial? Yes, I have plus another x to the third. So if there's 3x to the third plus another one, how many are there altogether? 4x to the third. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my next power, which would be x squared. So over here, I have negative 5x squared. Over here, I have 2x squared. Negative 5 plus 2 is how many? Negative 3x squared. Okay, so then the next power of x would just be x to the first. So right here I have an x. Are there any other x's on the right-hand side? Nope. And then I have my last thing, my constant. I have minus 1, negative 1. Are there any other constants on this one? No. So again, this is not my favorite way to do it. I feel like you can get disorganized easily, but if this way works for you, totally fine. So again, we're not multiplying anything, so we're not changing any exponents. I'm just grouping things that go together. So 3x to the third plus x to the third, 4x to the third. Negative 5x squared plus 2x squared, negative 3x squared. Then I have an x and a minus 1. Okay, the way that I prefer is the horizontal method, which is essentially where you stack them. So we have 5x to the third, and then I have, actually let's change that to 4x squared just for what we're doing today. Plus 4x squared minus 2x. Now I'm going to take my second polynomial and I'm going to stack it underneath, okay, and I'm going to make sure that I put them in the correct, essentially column. So I have 4x squared. So that's going to go here with my other x squareds. Then I have 3x cubed. So that goes with the x cubes. And then I have minus 6. Does that go here in the x spot? No, it goes over here with the constants. So then you just get to add them. 5x to the third plus 3x to the third is 8x to the third. 4x squared plus 4x squared is 8x squared. Then I don't have anything to add. It's just minus 2x minus 6. So again, I'm going to kind of show you both ways. This is my much preferred method, but everyone's brain works different. So if you like this way, totally fine. So let's do this one, okay, with horizontal. So I have 3x squared plus x minus 6. And then my second polynomial is x squared plus 4x plus 10. I'm adding them together. 3x squared plus x squared would be 4x squared. X plus 4x is 5x. And then negative 6 plus 10 is 4. And that's my final answer. Okay, and then I'll do number 4 with the horizontal, I messed this up. These are vertical. Hello, Miss McAnally knows that vertical means up and down, and then this is horizontal. Okay, so on this one, we will use the horizontal method. So negative 4x squared is my highest exponent. So then what would be, are there any other x squareds over here? There's 7. Negative 4 and 7 is 3x squared. Okay, then I have minus 3x. Are there any other just plain x's over here? There are not. So minus 3x. And then I have 5 minus 8 is minus 3. So that's adding. We're just combining our like terms. So now we're going to talk about, well, what about if you're subtracting? So subtracting polynomials is the same as adding its opposite. To find the opposite of a polynomial, we're going to multiply each of its terms by negative 1. So essentially, what's happening, like over here, is instead of thinking of this as subtracting positive 2. Okay, we're going to think of it as adding, and then inside we're going to change the sign of everything. So negative 2x squared, negative 2x, and plus 4. So now I can say, well, 4x squared plus negative 2x squared is 2x squared. So those two are gone. Now I have minus 2x, and then I have 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, so you need to rewrite it, because what's going to happen is we're subtracting all of this. So we're doing 4x squared minus 2x squared is 2x squared. Then we're doing 5 minus 4. It's 5 plus 4, which is why it's positive 9, right? And then you're subtracting 2x. So it's way easier if you change it and then rewrite it as its opposite. Okay, so let's do this one vertically. So my first one is 4x squared minus 7x. But then I'm subtracting, so I'm going to change the sign. I'm going to make everything its opposite. So negative 5x squared, negative 4x, plus 9. So now, negative x squared minus 11x plus 9 would be your answer. Let's do this. Why don't you guys try 6 and 8 on your own? Pause the video. Okay, and then come back and we'll check it. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to stack it. 4x squared minus 3x plus 5. And then I'm adding the opposite. So this becomes negative 3x squared plus x plus 8. So x squared minus 2x plus 13. And then on number 8, okay, I'll do it vertically, but I'm changing this to addition. And then I'm changing this to negative 2x to the third plus x squared minus x minus 12. So my highest power is x to the third. So I have negative 2 of those. Then I have negative x squared plus another x squared. So that would be negative 1 plus 1. They just cancel out, right? We have 0 x squareds. Then I have 2x minus x. So that's just 1x. And then minus 12. So again, it doesn't matter if you want to stack them vertically. Great. If you like to write it out horizontally, totally fine. But just be meticulous with your signs, and you should be good.